Okay, so we're super excited to help you get started with your OnlyFans. You're probably brand new and wondering, how in the world do I work this OnlyFans platform? So I'm going to go through a quick online tutorial through some screen sharing on my own OnlyFans and show you the basics. You're probably going to need to know more, but this is just the quick basics. So we're going to go ahead and go here to my OnlyFans. So this is just what your main homepage should look like. And right here, your cover photo should be a horizontal picture of yourself. Definitely don't want it to be something where part of yourself is cut off. You want to be able to show your body and your face and have it be, a horizontal picture so it looks really professional. Your profile picture needs to be non-nude and something that shows your face really well and maybe some cleavage. Unless you're doing a faceless OnlyFans, you want it to be where they can see your face really well. The other thing that I'll go over with you during our coaching call is how to make an about section really interesting so that the guys want to subscribe, because this is really important. There's a lot of OnlyFans models out there, and we want to make sure that yours really stands out. So I'm going to go to my home screen. Oh, well, you're going to see lots of nudity on OnlyFans. So. Just don't want to, yeah, okay. So let me just show you how to make a post. So when you go to home, it's very easy to make a post. You can either post from your media or you can post from your vault. So your media, it will attach to whatever is on your computer or whatever is on your phone. But today we're going to go to the vault because this is pretty easy. Let's go to the vault. Now, every time you post something on your page, it's automatically saved to the vault. And this is where you can organize all of your content. So this is the main page of the vault, but here are where all your folders are. And I don't know why it's not bigger, because it feels like you should be able to scroll through here. But like I said, I never use my computer. Let me see if I can make this bigger. No. Well, you should be able to scroll through the vault because there's a bunch of folders here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So there's a bunch of folders. So I like to organize my content in the different types of content that we do. So you could have boy-girl folder, GG folder, pregnant content, solo, all these types of content that you're going to do. Then I also do special folders for if I do a special campaign or if I do a special video. I, do those type of folders. So it's just really easy when I want to go in and schedule my content. So let's say I want to go ahead and just choose one that was just recently uploaded. Oh, the other thing I do, let me just show you this really quick, is I have a folder that's specifically just pictures. So see here, I have a folder that's just PG pictures, or I have a folder that, well, we have lots of stuff on here, obviously. So it just keeps going and going and going, right? So I have also a folder that is just pictures to post on my wall. So that way it's just easier for you to access that. So I'm not going to look for that right now. I'm just going to add this picture and then it goes right here. And then you put in a description, having fun the day after Valentine's Day. Want to have fun with me. Okay, So then there's lots of things I can do before I actually hit post. I can do an expiration on this post. Now, the only time I'd really want to do an expiration is if I didn't want someone to see this post past like 1 or 3 days. So I can do like an expiration for 3 days, 7 days, 30 days. The other time I would want to do an expiration is if I'm posting another model, which I'll explain that in a second. But for today, I don't really want this to expire. I want this to stay on, permanently. So I'm not going to do anything with that. The other thing is this is a scheduled post. So I can schedule this if I want. And this is how a lot of times I organize my content is I schedule it for a whole week. I'll schedule my wall posts, my pay-per-view, my campaigns. So that way you don't have to worry about it every day. So if I were to schedule it for today, I could schedule it at the time, and all of that. But I don't want to schedule it today. I want to just post it right now, but that's how you would schedule it. The other thing you can do is you can put a campaign on this post. So when I talk about campaigns in my Magic Formula Book of Secrets, that's what this is called, where I can do a campaign. And let's say I want to raise $100. So that's going to show up right here. And I want to put the monetary number here of how much I want to have people tip for the content that I'm going to send out. You can never really ask for tips without providing them with content. So you can't just say, give me $100, because it's one of they kind of will claim that as a scam. So you have to provide them with something if they tip. So you have to give them a video, a picture, whatever. So if I were to do a campaign on here, I might say, tip $5 on this post, and I will send you a fun DM. Okay. So maybe I want to do something like that. I'm just going to post it so you can see how that looks. So then, please allow 10 seconds. I don't know why it's doing that. Huh. Okay. That doesn't happen. I know that doesn't happen usually for me. So let me try this again. Okay, let's hit post. Oh, maybe I don't think that I scheduled it at all. So I don't want to schedule a post. So let's try to get there. It worked. Okay. So then it's posted right there, and people could possibly tip there. And then if they tip, this is kind of what you want to do. So let me go back and I'll show you like some places that people have tipped. So this is my home page. So these are all the models that I'm also following. So it's kind of, you kind of have to go through a bunch of this stuff. But I'm going to go down to a campaign that I did. So this is a campaign. Okay. So I did this, tip $10 to see these videos. And then this person tipped $10. So the way you send that content out is you click on that, and then you can send content. You can add it to a list, or you can just, well, actually, it's better to just add it to a list. If you add it to a list, then you can send all their content out at once. So I'll show you how to add to a list. So if you add to a list, you can create a new list. So let's just say Valentine's Day campaign is the list. I'm not going to do this here because I don't want to confuse my page, but I would save it. And then let me show you how to send content out to just people that are on that list. So what we want to do with sending content out is over here. Of course, this is your little menu. You have a section that says lists. Okay. So once that person's added to the list, you can click on it. And then you can send a message out to the whole list by clicking this send message. So you would go to that list. Whoops. Okay, let's see. This list right here, it's already clicked, right? So you would then send, oh wait. Oh, where's my, oh, it's on the bottom. Okay. So you would send that content out to those people on that list that they tipped for. So if I send, hey babe, here are the videos that you tipped for. And then you would click on the add media, either from your phone or from the vault, and then you would hit send. Now I'm going to go over a little bit more about mass messaging but I just wanted to clarify that's how you do the lists, how you send out content to multiple people at one time. So if I go back to the lists, you could see that there's a lot of people on here. So just some tips with the lists. Some of these lists are automatic from OnlyFans. So for example, this is an automatic list. How many fans you have, how many people you're following is an automatic list. How many people have renew on or off, that's an automatic list. But these other people are lists that we've created. So you want to start working on a list that is spenders. So when you start getting people that unlock pay-per-view or tip for content or sex with you, you want to add them to a spenders list, because these are people that you would want to message first if you're wanting to make sure that they open up a pay-per-view, or if you want to sex with them. The people that spend the first time are more likely to spend the second time. There's another thing called whales on OnlyFans, and those are people that are high spenders. So not just regular spenders, but high spenders, people that might spend $500 or something like that. If they spend over $200, then they should be put on this whale list. So then you also have the blocked list and the restricted list. This is also automatic once you block someone. So the difference between restricting someone and blocking them, you only want to block someone if you absolutely never want to hear from them again, because what happens is that OnlyFans blocks them from your page and they actually give that person a credit. So they take that money out of your income if they've paid you any money, because they can never access you again. So I only block people that are really, really rude, or I never want to hear from again, because I don't necessarily want to lose that money. And also I'll block people that are freeloaders that are really rude. But most of the time I just restrict people. Restricting is when they can't message you and they can't comment, but they can still unlock pay-per-view and they can still tip and they can still see the content on your wall. So that's what I would normally do, is just restrict them instead of actually blocking. Now you can also mute people. So muting people is a little different, because they can still comment on things, but they can't message you. So, you can mute people that are just really annoying in the messages. And you can also mute people that are other models, because you don't necessarily want to see all their content coming through either. So I have a lot of models that follow my page, and I don't always send all of the DMs to them, because number one, they don't need to see everything that I'm doing. It probably is clogging up their messages as well. And number two, I don't want them stealing a lot of my ideas. Like if you're a referral or if you're in my VIP coaching room, that's different. But I don't want just a random model stealing my ideas and not, paying me for it. So let's go to messages. This is where you would send a mass message out. So these are all my messages. Okay. So to start a message, you hit this little plus button. And you would see, I already kind of started this message. Let's just, pretend I'm going to finish it. Then you would select who you're going to send it to. If you send it out to fans, it includes everyone on this list besides following. So there's a difference between fans and following. I'll get into that later, maybe in the next Zoom. But fans is your current fans. So you can click fans and then you can exclude certain people. So let's say I wanted to exclude, like I said, all those models that are following me. I can exclude them because they're on a list. And then I would add the media. That's if you wanted to record a live video or record a voice note. That's adding media from Vault. That's scheduling. So you can schedule your message just like you schedule a post. And we do that as well. So everything's scheduled for the whole, day or the whole week. And then you can also lock it. So let's say I'm going to just add another picture. We'll just do this for fun. And then I want to lock it. So if I want to lock it, the lowest price I can do is $3, but I'm going to lock it for $3. That way they have to pay to unlock that. And then I send it. Okay. So a lot of times people put a free preview on like a pay-per-view. So to do a free preview, I guess it's just pulling that up. You would click on this and add media from your phone or from the Vault, and then you would move it over so that that part is unlocked. I'm unlocking this, but it would be like a non-nude thing if you wanted to unlock it for the free preview, if that makes sense. So now this is unlocked. People can see this for free, and this is locked, which there isn't anything there, but I would make sure that the video or whatever I want to make sure is locked is there. Okay, and then I would press, let's see, it's not letting me press send because there's nothing here in the locked section. But if it was locked, see, now it's letting me press send, but I would just have to add something in here for the locked section and then press send. Okay, so that's how you send out a pay-per-view to everyone. And the lists are really important. It does take time, but it is helpful. So we're going to break this Zoom up into 2 Zooms because I know it can be a lot, but I'm just going to go over one other thing. And that would be your statements and your statistics. So in your statements, this is where you look to see like where people have paid. Okay. So everything will be there. And then you can request a withdrawal when it's at least $20. And you can also set up your payout request a little differently, but you just, say, okay, I want to request that. And then you just withdraw and there you go. And then statistics show how much you've increased. So here it will show, okay, you've increased by X amount over the last, 30 days. So it's kind of cool to always see that your goal is to increase, right? So my messages decreased, but everything else increased. So that's good. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording and we'll see. I'm going to stop the screen share first and then, oh wait, let me do one more thing before I do that. So the subscription price and promotions is where you change your price if you want to. It's also where you would see if you need to stop this promotion that is giving you the discount. So my rebill is $14.99, but I do 75% off for the intro price. So it's $375, and it will show how many people have claimed that in the last 24 hours. And then here is where you create free trials links, which is what we'll talk about the next Zoom. Is we'll talk about promo, SFS, and free trials.